All right. So, who wants to read the review from last week, or recalls the review from last week?
You mean the one where I almost turned into a vampire because I was too curious for my own good?
Well, besides that,
Do the honors then. You have all the honors.
Okay. Well, we met the Burgermeister and went with him to his burger house and
oh,
agreed to help him with his father's funeral along with his sister. And we went to before we did that, the sister, what was her name, Irina, got angry with us because we didn't want to do it right away, so she went ahead. Then we went to the death house trying to see if we could find Valak, and we couldn't. So we decided to buy food for everyone in the village so that they could clear it up for us while we went to the Valaki with Arena and what was his name, Ismark. And then we went to the church where we got in just as the service was starting, and Devlin got curious because there were these shrieks from below the church, like someone was starving, and she got worried, so she went to sneak and found the key to the trapdoor, got attacked by the vampire spawn.
Fortunately, everyone was able to rush down there in time.
Hear me, yeah, when I screamed for help.
Yeah. Yep, they were able to save you and restrain the vampire at the same time because the priest Donovich was begged you guys to not
kill him
because that was his son, and he prays every day and every night for the Morning Lord to save him somehow because his faith is that strong, or he's a bit more on the crazy side, little bit of both.
Crazy with grief, probably.
Yeah, well, this place does that to you.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, mind you, this is the only place with a burger house that invites you to funerals.
And then we agreed to go to Velaki. On the way
escort Arena to Valaki because as you guys found out, Strahd
was
is
after her.
Specifically her for some reason. After he was rejected the first time, night after night there was a constant attacks on the house until the Burgermeister died, and since then the attacks have stopped.
And we also said we would stop by the seer in the forest on the way to Velaki.
Stop by you to see Madam Ava.
Mm-hmm. Also, Astra went and got me 10 arrows because I couldn't get them by myself.
Yeah.
And made
you guys terrified. You guys terrified a greedy shopkeeper into giving you arrows.
Yeah, because he said I was Strahd's mistress.
Best use of mystical powers ever.
Oh man. But anyway, so I can't recall what time it would have been whenever you guys made it back to the house after the funeral.
I think
so
it
you guys just wanted to go ahead and take
early afternoon.
on the next day. Okay, would you guys decide to head out like the next day?
Yes, please.
To recover because on a long rest, the hit points you lost, they return.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, if I died before I got a long rest, I would turn into a vampire. But I didn't tell you guys that. I was bitten.
Oh, that's
No,
nice.
that would have been like if you died from the bite itself.
Well, I still have a -6 to my hit point maximum.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if you didn't tell me that, I think Alkeus knows enough that you should not be traveling at night towards any kind of forest.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
werewolves and everything, right?
Mhm.
werewolves and
Vampires,
other
ghosts,
vampires,
stuff.
undead, ghosts, other unsightly things. But anyway, any questions or and such before we begin?
Nope.
Comments, concern?
Okay, so I can get rid of the -6 and get back to full HP.
Yes.
And
You guys, yeah, I'll say.
Okay. The long. So
Sorry, you were saying?
it's the next. You said it's the next morning now, since we decided to go the next morning, right? So
Mhm.
Yes.
we
Yeah,
can have a long rest. Okay.
Okay.
yeah. I'll say yeah. You gives you a long rest.
Well, actually, we decided to move out after I forgot the girl's name. I have to take a
Arena.
look at my
Arena?
notes. Arena. After she was finished packing, we decided to leave because it was not so late. The funeral and combat took just 1 hour, so it was in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, if we have like a few hours to travel, like if 8 hours of daylight, it's totally fine.
And
Yeah, and
and to camp.
as a whole, the lands of Barovia are not that big. So
Mhm.
Especially if we can get to the Vistani encampment by night, then we'd have some sort of safety.
Yeah, a safe haven for us to stay if they let us stay. And by the way, about Devlin's -8, if she needs the long rest, which I believe she needs for full
Yeah,
HP,
I was also down to 12 HP, so
yeah, then maybe we can just take off the next day. I didn't consider how much damage you took on that encounter.
yeah, Devlin definitely took a beating from that vampire spawn.
not just a beating. You-
But I don't
Bit
believe
more than that.
even if you died on that spot, you wouldn't turn into a vampire because that was not a vampire but a vampire spawn. You need something else to turn into a vampire.
Hmm.
If that's correct, I don't know.
I'll need to look that up, but vampire spawn are still
I
considered
believe
they're still
no,
considered vampires.
only true
Lesser
vampires can
vampires,
make
but
other
Yes,
vampires.
yes, that's also what I think
Yeah,
was correct.
only true vampires can make other vampires. So, Strahd himself, I haven't read through
or an
throughout the full
equivalent.
module,
Mhm.
but yeah, like the vampire spawn, they just kill you outright, but they don't turn you into vampires.
But there's also a silver lining at the end. It's up to the game master eventually. So
Mhm.
Because vampires are way more powerful compared to vampire spawn.
yeah,
Yeah, as you guys will find out. No spoilers. Um,
Hopefully, I haven't said
but
any.
wasn't referring to you. All right, so I will say that Arena originally like packing up, getting ready to go, notices Devlin is still currently affected by
combat.
that nasty series of blows that she got from Doru, and so she decides that it would be better to leave the next day, probably early in the morning,
Okay.
because the longer they stay here, the more likely another attack will.
How many bites did you take, Devlin?
Just the one.
Ah, Thought you'd be soul sisters with Irina. 2 bites.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're all bitten now. Now I can pass for Strahd's mistress.
If asked, just reveal your bite marks.
You would need to be a bit paler skinned for that. Maybe some red eyes. A much more cool disposition.
Well, I can help you with the red eyes.
But anyway. So
That's
bro,
the internet problem.
Hmm?
I thought you had an internet problem.
But Devlin's injured, and though I would like to get on the road as soon as possible, in these lands, you need to be strong in body, mind, and spirit in order to survive here.
Shots fired. Oh, Irina. I didn't think it'd be there. That vicious with new people in town. But alright.
I'm just being blunt. And they need to know what they're up against out here. I'm sure.
Well,
You know full well, Alcius. She kind of gives you a stern look. I don't think you need reminding of the price of failure out here.
yes. Well, by the way, do you have provisions for yourself?
I have a week's worth of provisions. So
I ain't sharing you my Big Mac. Just saying.
Big Mac.
This is the last
Have you
one
been-
your father made like 7 days ago. I've been trying to make sure it's salted enough so it doesn't rot.
It would be hot as leather at this point. I mean, you're a strange one, Alcius. Even after 5 years. Why don't I have my brother get some fresh ones? We do have a bit more wolf meat left. Can make it for a special occasion.
I'm tired of wolf's meat. This one was homebrewed by your father and I, mixed with worms and wolf meat. It's a new creation.
I rather it fresh, not a week old, thank you.
Well, I didn't even say I was gonna share it with you.
Shots
I was just
fired.
saying.
I didn't suggest you were.
Any case, I think we're off topic.
Yes. But anyway, we shall leave. We shall leave in the morning. Devlin,
Yes.
get some rest. Get some rest. Recover as much as you can, and don't go opening any more suspicious doors. Okay, love?
I'll try. Thank you.
Devlin, you know this house has a basement too, right?
It does? Go looking for a trapdoor inside because, I'm a curious fellow. Just kidding.
Well, I would suggest that Devlin and Irina stay at least for the night in the same room. And one of us, or we can take turns, stays in front of them to guard them. We are not sure what's gonna happen next with them.
Do we want to set up a watch, or because it's been over a week since the last attack. I'm worried that tonight might be
Yeah,
another
I could
assault.
definitely set up a watch. No problem with that.
Well, I can just on a chair or on the floor in front of their room.
What time is
Sleep there.
You said it was midnight when the my old pals come out?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take that watch then, whatever time watch that is.
All right.
Well,
Okay,
we don't need surely to keep a watch, and we have more than hours till we leave, and we don't have anything particular to do at the moment. So I say, whoever can rest now, and then takes the full watch. And I'm a light sleeper, so I can just be in front of their room, and if I hear something, I will just go in and make sure everybody hears it.
all right.
By the way, have you already set up the people of this village will clean up the death house, or did Ismark says he was gonna do it?
We have just spoken about it like
We
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we just spoke about it like a couple hours ago. It will take me a few days to spread. It'll take me a day or two to spread the word around and see who would be willing to work. Especially considering that building was, as you suggested, cursed.
Okay.
It will take me a couple days.
On that occasion, before we leave and before I rest, since I didn't take any damage, I think I was gonna take a look at that house again, and maybe just do some small watching on the ground, what's happening there, and
see if there's any movement coming from within the house.
yeah, if anything in particular, maybe I'm just gonna take a look at. If I'm lucky, maybe I see something of interest on that point. But since it's already
I'll say
15 years, yeah.
all right. I'll say if I will say the right before dusk, right before dusk, you can go ahead and head to the house. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
A perception check. I need to open my character sheet. Yeah. 10.
All right. So from what you can see, like you're looking for any sort of movement, anything out of the ordinary. From what you can see, you other than like the occasional rat scurrying around in the ruins, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't have anything connected to the house except the deed, right? Except the letters and the deed.
The deed, and as well as a Devlin's silver sword that she picked up.
But nothing like a key or like a signet or like a ring or I don't know, symbol. We didn't pick anything like that, right?
Devlin, did you pick up the signet ring from the house?
No, I said that we should go down back to get it, but we didn't in the end. We just have the deed and the signed last will.
Okay.
We do have a plague mask still.
Oh.
And the hairbrush.
Oh yeah, that stuff aged as well. Like everything that came from that house is aged. It's still like
Usable.
it's still usable. But it's like the silver might have tarnished a little bit. The mask might have a lot more like cracks in it from due to the age of the letter, but it's still serviceable.
Okay.
All right. So you do a general sweep of the ruins of the house. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I will spend my time there and then go back to the Burgermeister house.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys can go ahead and start your long rest. First, see who's doing the. Let's see. What's the order of the watches? I know Alkia said he wanted the midnight watch. Who else is doing the watches?
I'll go first.
Okay, Astral, you go first. I'll say that's like a. Okay, Astral, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then Arena. Let's see, Arena goes next. And she doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary either with her role.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, we lost Irina.
Oh no.
Okay.
I can go after Irina if it's not the midnight watch.
Alright. Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah,
Hello.
sorry about that. Yeah, that was my
No worries.
battling this all session. Again, I apologize.
No.
See, so the first roll, Arena doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Alcius, Arena wakes you up rather roughly for your watch.
All right, I'm up.
I'll go after
Well,
Alkius.
it is. Let's see. Well, it is hard. It is hard to miss. You do see. Once again around the stroke of midnight the ghost procession going down the main going down the streets out of the town in the same direction that you guys will be taking. I need you. Let's see. What do I? I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Okay. As you stare at the ghost, and once again are reminded of your fallen comrades, you feel this very powerful magical force attempt to overtake you.
Mhm.
You haven't felt this. You haven't felt this kind of this power in a long time, but You are able to shrug it off. You're but make me another perception check. Now that you know that there's magical. Okay, nope.
Oh no.
So
You keep missing the fun dice.
he's like,
Oh,
why did?
so many bugs on the roof.
Yeah.
Maybe he ate
So yeah,
the
you
Big
don't.
Mac isn't feeling very well since it's a very
Oh, I haven't
Yeah,
eaten the Big Mac yet. I'm reserving it for like our travel. It's gonna sit there for a
you did.
while.
It's like, yeah, like you as you're trying to figure out where that magic is coming from, you just get like this vision of like this juicy hamburger in your head.
Mm.
It's like,
I'm imagining how the Big Mac's gonna taste like.
Good lord. Um, but uh, but no, a couple hours passed. The ghost lasts a bit longer this go round. They're still marching on. By the time your shift ends. Um, let's see. Who are you going to wake up next, Alkias? Who has next?
I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Alkias wakes you up. Says it's time. Says it's time for your next shift. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
17.
There we go. All right. So as you go down the main hallway to prepare for your shift, you notice a bright blue light coming from the windows.
I cautiously make my way over to the windows to see what it's about.
You notice the same thing. You see the what you have not seen before yet, the procession of ghosts going down the main street of Barovia. It is far away, but the light is bright enough that you can easily see it. You see out what looks to be hundreds upon hundreds of what look to be adventurers, warriors with mighty swords, wizards holding their spells.
Would I recognize
Um,
any of them?
You do not. Let's see. However, with that 17, you also notice in the glow, about 15 feet away from the house, you see a hooded and cloaked figure, leaning his back against this house right here. Just um, can't really make out any of his features, but you know that he has a hood on his face. He is shrouded completely in black, and he's just standing there watching that. Not making any sound, not making any movement of any kind. Just just standing there.
I make a finger wiggle at him, but leave him alone.
Finger
Like
waggle, huh?
like waving at him.
Oh.
You know, the finger waggle.
Okay.
Hello, like hello, I can see you.
Oh, okay. The figure stands up straight, gives you one wave. Make me another perception check.
Okay. 10.
Okay. You could have sworn it was your imagination, but you could have sworn that you saw the faint glow coming from the hood of the cape, almost as if his eyes his eyes glow a maroon red for a second, but you quickly shrug it off, saying like, "Wait, that can't be." And as quickly as it as you thought you saw it, it disappears. And as you shake yourself, like, well, no, there's nothing there. Whenever you look up, the figure is gone.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything that you do with the rest of your shift?
Just stand watch, trying to see if
Okay.
there's anything around the house. I mean, here, if there's anything coming around the house. You know, normal.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Nothing else you think you see happens. All right. Next up is
Me?
Eric.
Yeah.
All right. So, Devlin wakes you up,
Mhm.
saying that it is the last shift of the night is about 4 o'clock in the morning at this point. Or three to 4 o'clock. I will say for this, you have gained your full rest. Not that you really needed it.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
11.
Okay. For the last bit, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. Though you think you saw a hooded figure standing over here that's just shrouded in black, no a hood across his face, um, but it's kind of dark to tell. It's still very dark outside. You can't really see much outside. The ghosts are gone at this point. Um, but as quickly as you think you saw it, it once again disappears.
But I didn't see anything in particular, right? Not a face, not a shape.
No, you just see one figure. He was very tall, but that's pretty much
Mhm.
all the only distinguishing figure that or
Might he be
that you,
taller than me?
how tall are you?
I'm 6'4", 6'5", something.
Around your height, roughly.
Okay. But if I should see this figure in daylight, could I make the distinction that this was the guy that I saw, or whatever that was?
Based on height, maybe.
No,
And
I didn't see someone. Yeah,
you are a giant compared to
yeah.
these people, but
Especially to me.
everyone roughly everyone else is around like 5 feet average.
Hmm.
So you're like a full foot and a half taller than everybody else, but
But I did have a companion as long as me
mhm.
at one time
Okay,
in the first.
all right, so
In the first session or so.
all right,
Okay.
okay,
Then,
so
if nothing else is going on, I'm gonna wake up the party, which I guess they are already up, and
yeah,
if
that's
we have a
around
light
the at the
breakfast,
end of your
yeah.
shift, yeah. All right, so everyone wakes up. Everyone gains the benefit of their long rest, um, and there's some movement. There's some movement going on upstairs as Arena packs up her backpack, trying to decide what is necessary to bring with her. Um, she winds up eventually coming downstairs with some what looks to be a breastplate on, along with a rapier, and with a red shirt on underneath. Um, her brother the brother is nowhere to be found. He left a note saying that and you saw him leave, Eric. He said that he was going to leave a bit. He was going to leave early today in order to go to the tavern and to see who would be willing to do the jobs for the death house.
Just before he leaves,
Who would be willing to work.
Just before he leaves, I'd like to remind him about the priest's son, and if he somehow sees Doro again, that he should be cautious, and well, if something happens, he should defend himself and maybe kill that bastard.
If he is, if he has indeed turned into a vampire spawn, he would be very difficult to kill. But we will do what we can.
Well, you should talk with his father and find and sorry about that. And maybe his father should handle his son.
Yes, I'll definitely keep that in mind. No, I wish you and your party good luck, and please keep my sister. With a
Thanks.
nod to the head, he heads off into town.
Akios just gives Ismark the finger.
All right. So Arena, after finishing off her basic breakfast of beet stew, stands up and is there anything that you four wish to do before we part?
Be nice to get out of here already.
I know. Right, but before we do, there are some advice that I would like to give you all. As I know, Alcius, you know this already, but as you three are new to this land, I do have some advice I would like to give you. And she says this as she leaves, as she's leaving and is heading to the main road.
What?
Cautious. Don't let. And she looks especially at you, Devlin, as she says, don't let curiosity get the best of you. If something does seem out of place, if something seems too good to be true, be on your guard.
Okay.
I've lost too many friends and allies the hard way for simply being curious.
I will try my best.
Another thing, Devlin. I see you have a silver sword. It is good. I do recommend all of you at some point find a way to get your hands on silvered equipment. There are werewolves here, and silver. Anything made of silver, be it silver arrows, a silver sword, a silver hammer. It burns them. very. It burns them very severely. It's pretty much the only thing that is able to fend them off. And finally, be careful. Be careful who you trust. I know you are. I know you are familiar with the Malchias, but um, whenever you arrived at the tavern for the first time, did you notice people that were rather brightly colored, brightly clothed? I mean, seemed to have a lot of jewelry on. Any at all?
Yes, I believe there was 2
3
in the tavern.
richer people.
Oh, yes.
Uh, they call them. These groups of people call themselves the Vistani. It is no it is no great it is no great secret that they enjoy living here, as crazy as that sounds. Um, it is no great secret that they enjoy living here, and they enjoy the leadership
Hmm.
you would do well to be you would be wise to be on your guard should you have any dealings with them whatsoever. Just be aware.
Okay.
Do I make my do all four of you understand that?
Yes.
Yes, just not. So you're saying not find a Vistani barkeep for Devlin, right? I'll jot that down.
I did. In my head. I remember stuff.
Don't worry, I'll find you a different barkeep in Valaki.
Why do you presume to be her matchmaker? What? Need to work on raising my voice. This is a female I'm speaking. Sorry.
It's fine, they just have a sore throat.
No, I actually do have a sore throat. Um, yeah, you know that that Godzilla sandstorm that occurred in Africa a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it has made its way to where I live in the United States, and it is wrecking absolute havoc with my sinuses.
Oh no.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
but it's cool. I mean, dust from Africa winding its way here, and nothing like that has happened in like 50 years. It's interesting, but anyway, I am going off track. So anyway,
So don't meddle with the Vistani. Is that the
yeah,
moral of the story?
well you can you can deal with them. Just be on your guard. There has been some there has been it has there has been several occurrences in which a Vistani has actually been a spy for Strahd. So just
What she meant is take what they say with a grain of salt. It doesn't mean that ignore all the Vistani. Not all of them like Strahd.
but anyway, we're going off topic. Just be on your guard with them. And with that, let us head off. All right. So this is the overall map of Strahd. If you would go to the right side, you would see the part that is revealed.
Mm.
You see, you guys are currently in the village of Barovia. There is a southwestern path that you can take. This path over here is where you guys entered from. Over here is Strahd's Ravenloft Castle that you guys see overlooking the village.
Okay.
Each square is about a quarter of a mile. So, who wants to? Arena will be taking the lead, being that she knows her way around this place. What's going to be the pecking order?
I'm
I'll
gonna be
be
in the
following
middle.
right behind Irina.
I'm
I
building
do
all.
have the Outlander background, so within the past 5 years, I figure I would have studied at least at least the main road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll be in the middle.
I'll be right behind Devlin.
Then that leaves the back to me.
So, you guys go down the main road. Let me see if. Okay. Okay. So, you guys. All right. So, you guys travel for about an hour. You guys are roughly here at this point. Um, when I need all of you guys to make me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. All right. So 5, 11. Okay. So yeah, Devlin, you're the only one. You're the only one that hears this. Um. It is about. All right. So you go about an hour. It's kind of same thing. A lot of dead forest. You guys have crossed a river with very swampy and murky looking water. You can't really see what's on the bottom, how deep the water is, and it's looking like something you really don't really care to know what would be on the bottom, what kind of foul stuff is down there. And another half an hour later, you distinctly hear um, galloping. Something galloping coming in the front of you at a very, very fast pace.
There's someone galloping towards us. I can hear them from the front of us.
Well, let's step aside and let them through.
Okay.
All right. So you guys where do you which direction do you guys go? Do you guys go to the side, or do you could continue going down?
Off the road, I mean, just off to the side. I'm assuming the road's big enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And Evelyn, with your critical, you notice that through the mist, you see a very terrifying looking sight. A a skeletal warhorse on top of a skeletal rider, both clad in ruined chainmail. Um, the skeleton holding up a rusted lantern as well as a rusted short sword that is running running towards all of you at full speed.
Okay, so there's a skeletal horse with a skeletal rider riding towards us. Should we still
And
stay on the road?
all three of you, see this creature at this point. It's about 50 feet away. And you can hear that there is this unearthly scream coming from the skeleton itself. Like it sounds like it is like a blood curdling scream that sounds like it is like it is terrified to the point of insanity.
Are there bushes nearby?
Yes, there are.
Yeah, Chaos is just gonna jump into one of the bushes.
Me too. I'm gonna
Yeah,
jump
I'm
into
gonna-
a bush too.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get off the path and hide.
Well, I'm just gonna draw my sword from my back,
Mm-hmm.
and well, I'm gonna try to intercept as how Devlin told it is probably going to attack us. I'm
Okay.
just gonna try to intercept it.
All right. Make me. All right. So as this creature goes towards you, roll me an attack roll.
With my sword, right?
Yeah.
16.
Okay. That just hits. Make me. All right. Make a roll damage.
That's damage. 7.
Are you enraged right now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Uh,
So that's
I'm
so
not gonna
so
hit
ignore
before I
the
take them.
ignore the radiant damage then, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Are you focusing attack on the rider or the horse?
No, I guess how big is the horse? It's just like a normal riding horse size.
Yeah, it's no. It looks like it is a war horse. Like from
So
the
it's a little bit bigger.
size
bigger.
of the bones. Like the horse would be considered a large creature.
Okay, then my focus is on the horse, not the rider.
Okay. Okay. So so as you just stand your ground in the face of this unearthly abomination charging towards you, you cleave right down as the horse dashes in front of you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
21.
Okay. You are able to easily dodge out of the way as this creature, as the horse was going too fast to slow down after your initial strike. But whenever you hit it, the screaming from the skeleton stops, and you hear I won't go back. I won't go back. It's horse to attack. To charge. Roll initiative.
All of us, or just
Well, are you guys going to attack?
we're going to help?
Okay. Okay. Whoops, forgot to hit your.
I think this is the first time I've rolled this high on an initiative.
Is it
So-
just me, or is Devlin's voice breaking apart?
No, yeah. Can you, Devlin? Can you say that again? You kind of broke up.
It's not just.
My internet's also bad, so it might interrupt me as
No,
well.
it says
We, we cannot understand.
you might want to. I think you gotta reset your mic. You're breaking up. We're only getting.
I think that's what she's trying to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I feel you. I understand. I understand that very well.
Well, all I said
So
was
I
that
think we're
this is
somewhere
the
in the
first
bush.
time I've rolled this high of an initiative.
Okay.
Watch the skeleton roll 20.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, those aren't the bushes that we are at, right? The bushes are here.
Well, well, like let's see, like that. This is like the path that you guys are on, and the bushes are like 10 feet away.
Okay, so here is okay then.
Yeah, like right there.
And how far is the horse from me?
Right here. Whenever he stopped. Okay. Okay, Alkeus, you're up first.
Are these bushes difficult terrain?
Um,
Ooh, nice music.
yes, they're considered difficult to run.
Well, I mean, I see Eric going ham on it. I'll circle around first. To there. Yeah, I'm gonna get up to the horse itself, and
Okay.
let's see. Which one did you hit, Eric? Was it the horse?
The horse.
Yes.
Yeah, Alkius is just gonna punch the horse right on the rib cage.
Okay.
I'm assuming a 7 misses. Uh,
Wait.
yeah, just rolling shit tonight.
Nope, that does not hit, unfortunately.
And I will with a bonus action.
You would
I will,
hit right. You would hit right where the flank would be, but unfortunately, your hand dodges right between the rib cage of this thing, and deal no damage to it.
with a bonus action, I will use patient defense.
If you roll the one,
Okay.
the hand would probably got stuck inside the rib cage, though.
It's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Then the next would be Eric. You're up.
5, 10, 15, 20. So just that the horse is in between us. And I will first rage as a
Okay.
bonus action and reckless. And
All right.
well, while I'm attacking with reckless rage, we will see if my attack connects first. I'm gonna attack. So 17.
17. That hits.
And since I'm raging, it's also trigger my
Plus.
divine fury plus the 7.
Oh, so that would be okay. All right.
You have 2 more, right?
So-
From rage damage.
Sorry?
2 more from rage damage.
you get +2 because of the pure just raging, because you're raging in
No.
general.
Yeah, plus the 2.
Yeah,
I
plus
didn't
the 2,
edit
so-
yeah. So 16, 18.
So with a mighty roar, you reenact your divine fury for the first time. All of you see this bright glow coming from Eric. You can see like his eyes are like crackling with lightning.
Yes, and while I'm striking, I'm also crying the name of Bahamut, god of dragons,
Mm.
since the
Oh.
days of Bahamut. Yeah.
All right. So, all right, and with that, you jump. You with all your divine fury, you jump in the air for Bahamut, and you cleave the head right off this horse. You kill it,
But
Nice.
leave,
oh,
uh,
I,
leaving the skeleton prone
Cool.
as he falls off his horse.
nice.
So pro means
Okay.
advantage on attacks, right?
Disadvantage if you range.
Melee attacks have advantage. Ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Ah.
All right. Yep. And Devlin, you're up.
I'm going to stand up from the bushes and try to shoot him with my bow.
All right. It's going to be with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Don't shoot us.
We both would have missed, so
Unfortunately, that arrow goes flying off.
and I no, I can't use my bonus action to hide again because I'm not the scout. Or wait, can I? Uncanny dodge. Oh, cunning action. Yeah. Rogue level 2. Cunning action. I can use my bonus action to hide, dash, or disengage, so I can try to hide in the bushes again.
So it just peeks, shoots, and goes back to hiding.
So, all right.
14.
And
Wasting those
And-
arrows already.
all right. And finally,
I'm squishy.
and finally, Astral. It is your turn.
All right.
Yeah, they rolled terrible for initiative.
I will run out from behind the bush, and let's see. Yep. And I will run up to it and attempt to stab it on the ground.
Keep the bush is considered difficult terrain, so
I still had another 5 feet though to move to my
Okay.
right, and then I could still do it.
yeah. Okay. All right.
And
Okay. Roll a hit.
Same.
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Jesus Christ, our rolls. It's like our first fight.
that bodes well.
And-
and that'll be my turn for now.
All right. Okay. It is now Arena's turn. Let's see.
She's gonna one-shot it.
I believe.
Unfortunately, let's see. She will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Excuse me. Yeah, and she is going to attempt to smack it with advantage. So
Yay.
it's with advantage because it's prone. So she does 6 points of damage to it. All right. With that, the skeleton gets up, turns to you, Astral.
Mhm.
I won't go back. Strahd can't keep me here. And he takes out his skeletal.
This is out of character. If we kill him, he won't go back anyway, so
Exactly.
back in character.
We're just trying to help him.
Exactly.
See, does that
Yeah.
hit?
Yes.
Oh no.
So with the 15, you take 8 piercing damage.
Yup. That hurts.
Okay, Alcaeus, you're up.
dodge is gone at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's just gonna circle around, scoot over, start punching again. Hopefully hitting
Okay.
this time. First punch, 21 to hit.
Wait, how do you
Six
have advantage?
bludgeoning
You
damage.
don't have advantage. He's no longer prone.
Arena's here.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Flanking,
oh,
flanking.
yeah, flanking. Forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. With
Well,
And then my
even
bonus action.
okay.
Uh,
Brief.
just beat the shit
All
out of
right.
his face.
Describe how you defeat this
Uh,
simple skeleton.
so the first smash like goes right into his clavicle, so it breaks his arm, and then like I grab his weapon and feed it to him.
Okay. All right. So with that, so with that you reach in, you rip out its clavicle, and then as the skeleton is screaming, you whap, you smash in its skull, and the magical necrotic energy that is animating this thing vanishes, and it clatters to the ground in a heap along with its skeletal horse.
Cool.
that's the end of the combat, so I can quickly
Yeah,
run
that
over
was
to you
yeah,
guys.
that was. Well, that was fun.
For you, maybe. I missed.
Nothing. You just need to practice a little bit more.
True.
Oh, Irina, the burn. Like I can smell it from here.
Hey,
That was more encouraging than a
yeah,
burn, I would
I
say.
wasn't insulting her.
I guess it depends on how you look
Um,
at it, right?
combat isn't her forte. No offense, Devlin.
No, it really isn't. I'm an investigator. I don't do fights. I'm more of a thinker. Detective.
Yes, I assume you'll enjoy Castle Ravenloft.
Hey, mayhaps you will be the woman that'll outthink Strahd.
Is this good? Is this a
I've been
good
known.
time to mention that I've seen a cloaked figure during the night? He wasn't really dangerous. I mean, he was dangerous
What?
looking probably, but he didn't instigate any fights or
What?
so. I waved at him and he waved back, I think.
What?
You're already making so many new
What did I?
plans.
What did I? Oh well, of course like I said, trust nothing you see.
Oh, I didn't trust him. I just
That
waved
could
at
that
him.
could have been Strahd for all we know. He could have interpreted that as an interpretation and was able to enter the house.
But he didn't.
So
As far as you know.
yeah, just be careful, all right?
All right.
No more talking to strange people, okay? No talking to strangers.
Mama.
Stranger danger.
Yes, mom. Somebody's got the mom talk.
well, anyway. Well, now what? Don't see anything in the bones.
We should hurry. We don't want to get caught here at nightfall.
You're right.
Do you have any idea where it might have come from? Like, is there anything else along this road that it could have come from?
Didn't it scream something about
Well,
Strahd
Castle
not going back to
Ravenloft is this
Strahd?
way.
Like
The main road.
it's going. Yeah, it was going down. It was going down the like in the same direction you guys are traveling.
Okay.
Well, I am going to investigate the corpses, just in case there's anything interesting. Investigation?
Okay. Okay. Make me an investigation check.
No, no.
Whoa.
I think you dropped something.
You just
It's a skeleton.
it is a skeleton. It's spooky and it's scary. It's a spooky, scary skeleton. You don't like skeletons. It's like you just looking at it gives you like a shudder. It's like I can't take any more. I can't take any more dead things today.
Wait, wait, just a minute. My flaw is that most people scream and run when they see a demon or a skeleton or anything like that. I stop and take notes of its anatomy, so probably not. I probably wouldn't be scared of a skeleton. Would probably be more interested in its anatomy and stuff, how the bones were placed, how they looked, and such.
So yeah. Okay. So all right. So I will stay instead of trying to interpret it. Trying to interpret why this creature was so terrifying. You just bones. Maybe I can get a dog. Maybe if I can get out of here, I can get a dog and I can feed it these bones. or something to that nature.
Yeah. Or like maybe I get close to the bones and see that they're just like normal bones, and I lose interest.
Yeah, there's a normal bones, just a rusted lantern. They have ruined, very ruined, rusted looking chainmail.
Yeah, nothing interesting there. It's ruined.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So with that, is there anything else you want to do with this the skeleton before continuing travel?
Should we hide it in the bushes so that other people don't get scared?
It's Barovia.
Okay.
It's Barovia. People here are used to.
Okay, then we just leave it.
All right.
Please,
There's
maybe
far
the
more
creature
things scarier in this woods than a skeleton.
Let's just throw it out of the road. Then.
That'll be a lot. That'll be a lot of bones. That's a lot of bones. That you have to
So
pick up the road.
they're not intact anymore.
No, like they're all like in a heap, like a pile of bones.
Okay, then just leave it. They will scatter with time.
Hey. All right. So further going down. All right.
But
Further
this guy
going down,
was
the
telling
path.
something about Strahd, and
Say again.
this guy was telling something about Strahd, but I didn't listen on that point because I was already engaged in combat. And when I'm in combat, I don't hear much thing.
He said that
believe
he
you.
doesn't want to go back to Strahd.
Yes.
Well,
Mike.
we made his wish come true, so.
All right. So
We're good people.
all right. So further ahead, the path splits. Arena points to the north and says, "This is the path should you wish it will take you to Lady Ava, or Madame Ava, I mean. Should you wish to go in this direction. The south is we'll get you in the same direction, but it's a bit more it's a bit more messy of a path."
All the south is headed towards Valaki, right?
Yes, both eventually travel to Valaki, but
Well, out of game, they do not actually.
yeah, they do.
They don't. No, they don't. The way here, there's a 1,000-foot drop from the waterfall.
Oh.
The thing circles around up to 1,000 feet up. That's why the castle is so high up.
Whoa.
Well, okay. Well, that was my interpretation. I apologize. All right. Well, anyway. So, all right. So, about going a bit more. You guys don't encounter anything else, and before long, you guys reach an encampment. Um, there are a bunch of different people. Looks to be the Vistani. They're all brightly dressed. 1 second. Let me get the notes out for you. Okay, there we go. The road gradually disappeared. Is replaced by twisted, muddy paths that go through the trees. There are deep ruts in the earth, evidence of the coming and going of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds going far above. There is a clearing here, in which there are 5 colorful round tents, each one about 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. There is a much larger tent that stands near the shore of the lake. It sags very much from within. Near this tent are 8 unbridled horses that are drinking from the river. There is the sound of a badly tuned accordion that's clashing with the singing of several brightly clad figures that are around a bonfire. The footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge.
Are they dancing or what are they doing? Are they
No,
sitting around the campfire?
they're sitting around the campfire. Make me a perception check, all of you. Okay. All right. All right. Alpheus, you're kind of still taking in the sights. Kind of like, whoa, I've been here for 5 years and this has been here the whole time. Yeah, Astral, Eric, and Devlin. You see throughout the fire, along with the smell, the ever universal smell of booze. A lot there, just sitting down, chugging away, badly singing a drinking tune that none of you recognize. While there is the vast majority of them are just looking like they're just having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Came here to talk with Madam Ava once, but they never invited me to dinner.
And
Is
they
this-
didn't invite you yet.
Alcius, Madam Ava is hard to find. You do not find her unless you do not find her. She finds you. The fact that we were able to find her rather easily shows her interest in meeting us.
Well, weren't you the one that told me Madam Ava wanted me to bring these guys here?
No, I never said that.
That's why I put it in there.
Oh. Oh. Sorry, guys. I'm just not on my game today.
We accidentally discovered the end of the game.
Hot damn, I just give high fives to Jerry, Tom, anyone else in the camp.
All right. But okay. All right. I'll say that. Okay. I apologize for that. So yeah, that is what happened. But anyway, so yeah. So Alcius goes straight in. A lot of them are like, "Hey, visitors, come, sit, drink and be merry." Uh,
Or
dude,
I take them on that offer.
huh?
I take them on that offer.
Okay. All right. They hand you a mug of what looks to be some ale.
And
Nothing,
I'm gonna
nothing that you've haven't drinking before. Nothing really unique about it.
okay. I'm gonna pass out my special drink for everybody. Just share it. You have some from my special drink.
Oh. Oh, what's this?
Oh, I get it from a tavern a couple of years ago.
Uh, thank you, my friend. He takes a sip. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, he takes one sip, and you can like see his eyes glaze over, and he just passes out.
I remember that drink.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
quite a
the
few
re- the rest
years.
the rest of them kind of look groggily and what did you give him? And can I
My
have
special
some?
drink. Yeah, sure.
All right, there's another one that gives another sip.
Oh my god!
And yeah, and they're roll. In case you're wondering, they're rolling with disadvantage because they're already drunk. So like this one, he just take like this. The next guard just takes a sniff of it, and that's enough to knock him out cold. Like
Jesus.
you have to double check, make sure that there's a heartbeat in the man.
He's okay. He's okay.
So
Just
they all failed.
Well, the couple that are drunk enough to try, but there are a couple that are sober enough. It's like I don't want to get that drunk. Still have to guard Madam Ava. And then
Let's come
one
join
of the
us.
guards, one of the guards, who looks to be a bit more sober than the rest. I said, looks, hey, and looks to the back, like, hey, your friend's coming?
Yeah, sure. Astro, come join us.
Hey, oh, come on, all three of your pretty ladies, come here too, or is it 3, 2, 5,
6.
6? Wow, you're pretty. Pretty pony. So, you're here to see Madam Ava?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, sure.
supposed to take them to Madame Ava.
Oh, oh yeah, and I remember you. I'll kiss, and you and your friends came here a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Don't remind me.
Sorry, that's what you get when you cross Strahd. Pardon me.
Any news across the land?
Oh, well, um, the Valakai is still claiming that independence from Strahd. See how long that lasts before Strahd whips them into submission again. There's a rumor around that the werewolf attacks are increasing again. But other than that, everything's a hunky dory over here.
Yes, isn't it interesting? You never get attacked by werewolves.
It just we have we just have we have good favor, my friend. Yeah. Oh, yes, I.
Oh, that lady over there, the beautiful one, about to be the mistress of Strahd. So,
What?
yeah, that's right.
And she pointing to you, pointing to Devlin?
Mm-hmm.
No.
And I straight up.
Huh. Well, what's your reaction to that, Devlin?
I I just go with it. I
Like,
straighten up.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, it's like you was just
I
like,
s-
oh
I s-
yeah,
I
Mister.
s- I straighten up to my full noble, because I'm a noble, you know, to look like full
Okay.
noble, like.
Okay. I'll use thaumaturgy to make her eyes red.
And my face pale.
Okay. All right. Devlin, make me a performance check with advantage.
Okay. With my 0 charisma modifier. Natural
Oh my
20! Oh my god!
Oh. The Dark Mistress! Strahd's founder!
What? What are you guys
I thought-
talking about?
Don't worry about it, Eric.
I thought Strahd's lost the Dark Mistress years ago, but she found another one. Oh, happy days are upon us! Happy days indeed! Oh, my lady, if and then he kind of gets up and stumbles to his feet. If I may be so bold as whenever you are done getting your reading from Madame Ava, I might escort you to Castle Ravenloft. It would be an honor for me to bring you back. Why are you outside the castle? And if you don't mind me asking, my dear lady, and she kind of he attempts to kneel,
And
but then he
falls.
trips on it. He trips on his feet, and he falls flat on his face in the mud at your feet. It's like, and he gets up, fear is all over his face. His face is completely covered in mud, absolutely terrified. It was, oh, my lady, I'm so sorry. Please, and he please forgive me, my lady. And then he starts making a crawling and attempts to try and kiss your feet. Sorry.
I kick
Sorry.
him. Do not touch me.
And then he's like, "Pow!" And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, my lady.
As for why I left Strahd's castle, we got into a fight, and he has to make it up to me.
I'm sorry, so sorry, my lady. It won't happen again.
Astral, are you
and-
close by?
I don't know where my token is. I think it kind of disappeared, but I'm basically like leaning up against the wagon next to Alcaeus, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
I'll,
lean towards you and like
Let's get out of here before we get into more trouble.
There. Wait, what'd you say?
let's get going towards Madame Ava before we get into more trouble.
Can I
They might
Can I hear him
eat.
say that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm trying to whisper it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Devlin, make me a perception check
Okay.
to see if you hear that.
No, probably not. 9.
You see Alcaeus whispering something to Astro, but you can't quite make out what it is. You know that he's whispering, but you can't make out what.
Yeah. I just nod to Alcaeus and say, "Lead the way."
Right.
Okay, you talk with the woman. I'm here drinking with this fine lads.
Oh, you're not going in.
No, I'm gonna keep drinking. They're gonna
Do I
talk
know
about
where Madame Ava is?
All right. So okay. And upon asking where Madame Ava, they point you to in the direction of this is guarded by this big brute of a man.
Alright.
Kind of a similar to the guard that threw you out, Devlin, but from the shop, but a bit more hairy and a bit more a much more refined. He actually looks like he knows he has a sword and he looks like he knows how to use.
I make my way towards them as well.
I look towards the guard and
walking high and mighty over there.
I say,
We're here to talk to Madame Ava. I brought the adventures she seeks.
Go in. Cause no trouble. All right. Upon you see really this really old looking old and she pretty much like wrinkled upon her dead. She has a hood. Actually, he just
I think we lost him again.
No, I think he's going to show us a handout.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Madam Ava.
yeah.
She basically looks like a witch or the what was it?
A
Bitch
hag.
of the woods.
Hag. Yeah, like a hag.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. She. Okay. Well, unfortunately, they do not have a handout, but I'll just.
Just
this is
throw
what
it.
she looks like.
That
Nice.
Whenever you guys enter, she grows 50 feet and becomes a giant and crushes the
Madame Ava, last time I seen you weren't this thick.
All right, but yeah, that's generally what she looks like. This old woman missing a lot of her teeth. Does a lot of muttering to herself.
Okay.
And occasionally giggling to herself. As
This remind me
That's
of
what
a
happens when you're too smart.
Devlin Ubinter,
Oh,
member
right.
of the City Watch.
At your service.
Having fun taking care of the bad guys, becoming the hero of Waterdeep as it is.
I'm more into mysteries than becoming a hero, to be honest.
To each other. Ash, Astral? Astrals and Toddy.
Yeah.
Tell me, my little. Aren't you exhausted from running away from your past all the time? Running away from the bandits you once called your friend.
I still have a little bit of running left to do.
Devlin would
You have
recognize
done
a
this.
surname, right?
Yes, you probably
yes,
would.
this is you upon never hearing this from Astral, you do recognize the Zentarium name. It is a group. It is a group of crooks. It's a massive organization of crooks, cutthroats, brigands.
Right in my line of work. Perfect.
That's
I give
that's
Astral a high five.
that's that known for being very dark in their line of work. And it's the first time you hear of Astral being or used to being part of this group.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the fourth? Where is Eric Nazagon? He has to be
He's
here
by the
too.
bonfire.
He is currently in his element.
He's giving out his special drink to anyone who wants to have it.
How disappointing! And I thought he wanted to find what his father was. Oh, well, well, I can do the eating without him. So, I'm assuming you are here to have your fortune told, am I right?
It's for the second time for me.
More like wanting to find out more about Strahd and how to get out of here.
Straight to the point. I like it. All right, and as she is talking, you notice it is starting to get. It's like almost all at once. It's starting to get very dark and stormy outside, and before long, you notice, Eric, it is starting to rain, very heavily.
Ooh.
Almost as if her words is causing the rain to come forth.
To make you want to come inside her tent?
Well, what about the other
It is-
other people
Oh,
around me?
I don't have her token out, but she is in as well. Arena, the burger, my daughter, Strahd's beloved. It is quite impressive that you have been able to evade him for so long. With these noble heroes, it'll be easier too. And Adrina kind of looks very startled that without even meeting any of you, she knows all of your deepest secrets. Noticing her shocked reaction, you know this, my child. I am a seer. It is both my blessing and my curse to know everything that goes on. I know every thought in your head. So, shall the reading begin?
Yes.
Are each of you prepared?
Can you make it easier
Oh.
this time?
Easier? But it won't be quite so fun if there wasn't some challenge in it, isn't it? Won't it, my boy?
Yeah.
You
I guess
got
just
you
rolls
got
his
you
eyes.
got stronger. You got stronger because of due to my last reading. Have you not? You just need to be. You just need to use that old noggin that's in your head, or lack of it. Alright. And with that, she pulls up. She raises her hands, and she kind of appears to go into a trance. Her eyes go into the back of her head. Her She starts waving around. She starts moving around her hands in a slow motion all throughout the room. Um, upon moving, you notice that each corner of the room, as she moves her hands around, these blood red, blood red flames from various candles appear, causing the tent to be bathed in this eerie, demonic-looking red glow. Um, and Eventually, she shows. She pulls out a deck, what looks to be a simple deck of cards.
Ooh.
She shuffles them all around. Her eyes still rolled. Her eyes still rolled back in the back of her head. She does like these magic tricks, magic-looking things with her hands, like causing all of them to float around the room in like this tornado-looking pattern, and then they all go right in the center of the table.
Can I interrupt on this point for a minute?
Huh?
Can I
Can I what?
interrupt you?
Okay.
Interrupt the
Okay.
dialogue? I'm gonna ask Esther to come join because these guys don't know how to play music. Esther, come join us. They don't know what music is.
Astral's in the tent.
Yeah, I've come to close by to the tent.
Oh, okay. Hi, Eric. So nice of you to join us. Eric Najaligon.
Who is this?
This is Madame Eva. The seer.
So come in within the tent.
She looks
And
like
if
my
you're
grandmother.
I could give you information on where your father lies. And she kind of her eyes momentarily snap back into the focus, but this time instead of white, they become the whites are blood red. She looks at each of you in tow. The cards, they will. The cards will tell. The cards they will show. She points to you, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
A powerful weapon, composed of divine in it. Magic, divine magic, from the Morning Lord that will cut through the magics of Strahd.
Is she telling the truth about the magic? Is she telling the truth about the magic that it's from the Morning Lord?
Make me an
Insight. Hello?
If you're seeing whether she's telling the truth, make an.
Yeah, it's insight.
Okay, because he's breaking off for me.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Insight deals to like trying to read people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not bad. So okay, um, so you're kind of unfamiliar about what's going on. Her eyes are blood red. They're cards going all throughout the room. But from what you can see, like from what little you know about like rituals that involve trances, uh, like you're kind of like not yourself. You're it's not you speaking, but you're like a conduit from the power.
I was more worried about her red eyes, because they. You mean, vampire eyes are usually red?
Oh well, no, they're not glowing. They're just blood red.
Okay.
Like
Bloodshot.
like very very bloodshot.
Okay.
She wanted to kill us, we'd be dead by now.
So okay, she hands you a card.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then she turns Devlin. No, to know your enemy.
He's
Know
breaking
his
up
path.
for me.
To know your enemy, you must know his past. You must know why he is the way why he is the way he is, why he became the the darkness, the Lord of Darkness he is today. A journal, a notebook in his own hand. That will give you the knowledge necessary to end him. Then she hands a card to you.
Okay. What am I supposed to do with it?
Just hold on to it for now.
Okay.
Um, turn.
Because I'm seeing two card decks.
Huh?
I'm seeing two card decks.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't look at your card. You'll be cursed.
Okay, Eric, I gave you a card. I will give you
Do you want it back?
yeah. Go ahead and give me
Yeah.
the one that you have now. That's the one. Okay. There we go. All right, then. None of you.
You're breaking up for me. I
None
can't
of.
hear you.
It's the internet. It's the internet again. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's
All right.
fine.
It happens to
All
me
right.
too.
Back to the stormy atmosphere. All right. Okay. So, none of you have any true divine connection. Well, except you, Eric. You might be able to. Hmm. That is an amulet. An amulet of also of divine an amulet also of divine power. It is a powerful artifact, strong enough for you to resist his dark and evil magics.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hands a card to Alcaeus. Then she pulls a different deck. Turns to you, Astral.
Mm-hmm.
Then and then her eyes roll back into her head as this is a different deck. She has to do it once again, and this time there's faint sparks of magical arcane energy coming from each of the cards. And if anything, now the red glow starts to turn a dark purple. And once again, her eyes snap back, but this again they turn black, like all black, staring at you, Astro, almost as if staring into you. An ally of powerful origin. Should you? And now that will help. That will aid you in the fight against Strahd. Should you be willing, should you be able to win him over. He hands a card to you. Did I give a card to you, Alcas?
Nope.
Sorry. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then finally, she turns to Irina, and once again from that same deck, a card shoots out from the tornado and ends up in her hand. To know where your enemy is perhaps the most important information of all. Where he is in the castle, you don't go, so you don't wander blindly.
They
Then
probably
she
will
hands-
believe me.
Yeah, yep,
Then
that's me
she-
all over.
I'm already looking at Dublin.
All right. Then she hands one card. Then she hands one card to Irina. All right. First, Eric. What is your
Well, it has an
Reveal
old
it.
grumpy man on it. How do you reveal it?
specific?
We draw the card when it's our turn.
Oh,
I let it go.
oops.
I've never
I stole
I've
it.
never played a
I
campaign.
stole it from you.
Yeah. Because I let it go and I cannot steal it back.
So, okay.
Oh.
All right, and this
It's the wizard.
was okay. So, the wizard. Give me one moment while I figure out where that goes. I apologize. I should have pulled this up beforehand.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's all good, man.
No, each, so right now as I'm pulling it up, I'll explain it. So each card, so each pulling represents an item, which is a weapon, a shielding amulet, as well as the Journal of Strahd itself. And based on what card you got, will show where it is,
How to find it.
where it is, how to find it, where it is within Barovia, and it is depending on what you got, it's different. So it's a different every single time.
Huh. That's really cool.
Yeah, it can be a fun mechanic.
Just like the deck of many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some examples in which it can mess you up if it's like in like within the castle itself. But all right, so why is my internet so slow? I really should have had this pulled up.
So we don't draw from the decks.
No.
No.
Normally you would, like if it was like in person in game, but as it is
She's
roll
drawing
20,
it from the air.
yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, so
it's better that the DM draws it because, like he said, if you draw bad, your game's gonna suck.
yeah,
So then it's his fault, not ours. Okay, I got it.
Because the DM has the power to change it.
yeah, like yeah. All right, so so the wizard.
But that was
All
not
right.
actually my first
Okay.
thought.
So okay. All right.
Yeah.
So the wizard, also known as the wizard, also known as the master of stone.
Of stone.
Points stars.
Stars.
Master
Stars.
of stars. Master of stars.
Hmm.
He okay. He points. She points to you. There is an arcane spark that jumps between the card and to your chest, and she says, "Look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek." And thus that's where you will find the weapon of Strahd. The weapon that will fight Strahd. Next, Alki. Next, Devlin's card. The charlatan.
Me, who's good with charisma. Yeah.
Perfect
Perfect card.
How fitting.
I mean, I did the roll a not natural 20 before.
Yeah.
The natural 20 to be the Strahd's beloved.
Yes.
Okay. That will be okay. All right. So the charlatan. I see a lonely mill on a precipice. The treasure lies within. There you will find Strahd's personal. Next, Alcaeus.
5 of stars, elementalist. Jared?
Huh?
I said 5 of stars, elementalist.
Okay. I see A fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak.
Highest peak?
Peak.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Astra. She turns to you. Your ally. Okay. Uh, as I steal your card,
The Dark Claw.
the Dark Lord. Dark Lord. Okay. I see a fallen paladin of a fallen order of knight. He lingers like a ghost in a dead dragon's lair. And finally, the card. Give me one moment. My connection to roll 20 has been severed due to my internet.
Oh no.
Yay.
It's funny how like my players also got this ally.
Huh?
My players on my Curse of Strahd game also got the same ally.
Mm-hmm. All right. Will you cooperate? Dang it. I'm really sorry about this, guys. I thought my internet would behave for 4 hours. Uh, okay. I will say that I will. All right. I'll say that we can go ahead and take our break now, or like a 10-minute break,
Okay.
while I figure out how to get my internet back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Hopefully by then my internet will be working.
Yeah. And there's no reason to feel bad about it. It's not like you can control it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it still sucks.
yeah.
All right. See you guys in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool.
See you.
Okay. See you.
I'm back, by the way, for whoever's back.
Okay, I'm back.
Gotten a pretty good draw, actually. Like, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but this is pretty good.
Well, that's at least reassuring. None of them were like, this item is in Strahd's bedside table, so.
Oh, and by the way, Eric, I saw that the thing you posted about the D&D thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know right now. Like for me, uh, straight up, I really don't care. Um, I when I run my Curse of Strahd campaign, it's full on horror. So I will not get offended like with anything you guys say. Straight up, I'm telling you right now.
No, I don't think anybody here would get offended unless we try to offend anyone.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah. But well, when the book was written, the first Strahd book, they were gypsies, and
Mm.
it's even written there that they were gypsies. So I don't know why they try to stretch, and this CGW thing is going crazy. So
Yeah. I mean,
uh,
I think the one on Roll20 just says they're more like travelers, really.
now this diversity stuff is new and
Mm.
from D&D, and yeah, they're getting rid of player alignments in a point, in a sense, and they in Greyhawk the drows will not be evil anymore. They're a complex society.
Yeah, I'm not a
This,
fan of that because
yeah,
there's like because there's a reason why the races are they are because it's the way you're
yeah, of
supposed to play
course.
them.
Yeah, of course. They're followers of Lot. So and Lot is evil. It's basic, and she is fed from chaos, and they are bringing chaos. So there was a balance, and yeah, they're doing the same thing with the orcs. But in Forgotten Realms, the orcs are already with the Drizzt books. They're already a society, and they trade with the dwarves.
Mm.
So I don't know why they are stretching it so far,
Yeah,
and
like
it's a little
and
bit
then
irritating.
we see the heroes like Dritz, right? So like
Yeah,
having those drows that like come out of that society makes an even more impact, right?
yeah,
But then when you take that out, then okay, what separates a drow from a normal elf now?
yeah, nothing. And well,
Still would still have like those tendencies, like kind of kind of like I guess kind of would be kind of like a tiefling.
Well, because they
Still
said that they were
would I
trying to
guess would
take out
probably
the
would
alignments, right? And
mhm,
then the same thing with the stats. I don't know what
yeah.
they were doing with the stats. So that one's like just weird to
So
me.
is this like a new edition that they're coming out with or
No, they're just changing like the stats for like the other races.
mhm.
Like
Now
you
the,
can pretty much
I
so
remember that. Yeah, I
they're
remember
not
them
locked
talking about
now.
that. Yeah.
yeah, it feels like they are getting prepared for 5.5. So 5 is a stretch
Uh,
of 3.5,
Hmm.
and
yeah, that makes
yeah, you get the feeling of it. And with the draw, yeah, you know, there's a good draw goddess, the daughter of Corellian and Lot, Elistre. So they were already good draws, outcasts. So it was already there. I don't know why they're stretching it so far.
well, hopefully hopefully, Wizards of the Coast know what they're doing.
So I mean, Mike Morales is pretty decent, pretty good. How do you call manager, if you may, and he got a grasp over the things, and he's also a great game master.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I think he will say he will put his finger at some point, but for now they're going with this crazy train.
We'll see what they come up with. But
Yeah.
all right. But anyway, so I restarted my internet router, so hopefully it'll last another hour. I'm thinking about ending it a little bit earlier today.
Mhm.
Okay.
I do have some stuff I got to do, but more on that. But for now we can continue. All right, music on. All right. So anyway, okay, Dark Lord, Ghost. Okay. Okay. So again, okay. All right. So Madam Ava magically snatches the card from Arena and twirls it around and places it on the ground, revealing it to be the ghost.
Ooh, spooky.
Uh, ah, the ghost. Look within Ravenloft Castle. Look to the father's tomb. There there will be your destiny to face it. All this you must do quickly. He knows you are here.
Yeah, I
And
think I
it,
might
it
have
will
waved at him.
it will only be a matter of time before he tires of his new entertainment. Kill Strahd, and you will be free. Kill Strahd, and we can leave this land. At this, she kind of catches herself, and her eyes slowly go back to white, and then she goes, I haven't had a reading like that in a long time. Hey, I don't really remember much. I trust you all received your information?
Yes, it's quite
Yes.
useful.
Thank you. We did.
Well, I don't know what we received.
Way better than the last time you gave me one.
Seems like gibberish to me.
What did I give you last time? I can't remember.
It was all in Strahd's castle.
Well, you know he likes to hoard his treasures. Not my fault everything happened to be in there this time. It's now more spread out, more easily manageable.
Mhm.
And who knows? You might be able to discover some of your stuff along your way. You might He turns to you, Astral. You might come to terms with finally breaking free of the Centaurium. You might discover the fate of your father. You might discover what happened to those kidnapped beings in what was that town? Daggerfell? Daggerfall? Dagger something. My mind is very cloudy right now.
Daggerford.
Daggerford. Ah! You might discover what happened to those kids who are not dead. Anyway, I am tired. I must rest. I must drink the blood of my enemies. Please leave. Please leave.
By the way, do you mind if we stay here for the night?
Provided you don't make a ruckus of my gods, of course. And please, don't mention Strahd to me, okay?
Okay.
He kind of hates me right now, and I hate him. It's a mutual hate relationship. It's a mutual hate relationship. So I would appreciate it if you don't mention him to me.
We promise not to.
Or else I will tear out your entrails and make them into a necklace. Okay? Okay. Ta-ta! And then she kind of turns back and seems to pour herself something red into it from a flask.
Is it blood?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
I'm just eating my ration right in front of her. And then I'll step out.
And,
Is it still raining?
It is not raining anymore. As fast as it happened, it has stopped.
I turn to Astral. To be honest,
whether-
I don't think the kids are kids anymore if they're still alive, because, 50 years passed.
That is very true. Although, if we went forward in time, since they're from our time, it's possible they would have as well.
But they weren't in the house that we were in.
That's true. Although, I'm guessing that your statement would be true in another form, as if they have been here for 50 years, they're most likely either a vampire or a werewolf.
True.
And
Hey guys, you talk about time and space travel. What happens when we go back?
only one way to find out. And also, Alcius, it seems our goals are more aligned now, as I believe yours was to kill Strahd.
Yes, mostly for vengeance.
And in order to leave Barovia, we have to kill Strahd. So, yeah, I guess our goals do align.
Well, I'm glad. I like you, Alculus. Whatever your name is.
Aren't you happy with the stopover?
Yes, it was very informative. Which, if I am interpreting right, she gave us things in order to help us against Strahd in some locations.
Yes.
Yes, but we better take her words with a grain of salt. We don't know what's in those locations.
Yes, that would be very wise. Alright. Well, is she giving us a place to stay, or are we just sleeping by the river here?
She simply said, so simply as you don't bother my guards, you're free to spend the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna make them all drunk.
My red eyes and pale face already faded, probably, right?
Yeah, it
Yes.
only lasts for like a minute.
Yes, but yeah, but the guard who fell earlier, his face is much cleaner now that there was a rainstorm out. The fire is out. Um, it was quite just a short shower, but whether it was from just the the random weather around here, or if was it from the power of Madame Ava's reading, you can't really tell. But um, that was a very genuine reading.
Are there still
Um,
like 6 people just passed out?
Oh, yeah, see, I'll say that this guy.
Hey, wake up! Let's get the after party started.
No, not that. This one. Yeah. Yeah, these two are currently unconscious from
Yeah.
From Eric's drink. This was the one that you terrified, Devlin.
You mean he terrified himself by falling on his feet, on his by
Yes.
falling while trying to kneel, and I kicked him gently.
Yes, for
I just kicked him away from myself.
yeah. But yeah, so yeah, he this is the one you terrified. He looks at you, kind of like don't he kind of like he drank a lot after this, and he kind of gives you the look. He doesn't appear to recognize you.
I give him the kindest smile I can and wave at him cheerfully, like completely
He- he-
opposite of
he-
what I did before.
He gives you a big goofy drunk grin and gives you like a hi,
Hello.
and then he goes back to the drinking song that the guards are singing once again.
Make sure you keep him drunk, otherwise you'll end up in Strahd's castle.
All right. All right. So anyway, towards the so at this point it is roughly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Are there anything you guys want to do?
Well, I'm gonna keep drinking.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Arena says that it'll be another 3 hours or so before we reach Valatai.
When
3
does
Roughly.
when does the sun set?
Probably like
Oh, there's
5
no
hours.
sun in Barovia. It's
If you
always
guys,
cloudy.
well, there's no sun in Barovia.
I mean, when does the night fall then?
Let's
Like
see
5 hours.
let's see if it's consistent. If it's consistent with the time that you already had, provided you guys provided you guys don't make any stops, provided you guys don't get held back by anything, you guys should be able to make it just before nightfall.
So should we just go ahead?
I think we have time. Faster we get there, the safer it will be.
Well,
At least that's our assumption. Anyway,
Yes, and we wouldn't want to risk exposing Madame Ava with our presence.
Yes, that's true as well.
yeah, she is a very powerful seer, but she has other magic at her disposal as well. It would be wise not to cross. But so, Always cloudy in Barovia.
Thank
Love
you,
it, love it, love it, love it.
LKS.
We better get a move on.
All right.
Weather forecast.
Oh.
Oh man, I'd love to be an weather anchor in this place.
Weather cloudy.
Tomorrow,
cloudy. Next
Li-
week cloudy.
Misty all the time.
After that cloudy. Yet again cloudy.
But if you stay up until midnight, you can see the ghost procession.
All right. Okay. So. All right. So eventually you guys so moving forward you guys reach this place.
So should we talk about what we learned from the old woman, from the crone?
Yes, I was about to ask Irina if she knew any of these locations that Madame Eva mentioned, and where they might be.
Well, didn't she say something about a windmill?
Yes,
A windmill?
Yes,
a
she did.
lonely mill on a precipice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have a deed for a
There's-
windmill?
So there is one mill I am thinking about. It's actually really there's a mill it's actually right down the road actually. Run by these three sweet old women. Um these three sweet old women that I've known since I was a child. Um they make really excellent pastries actually.
Yeah, they're the ones that sold me some pies one time.
But that's the only one I am semi certain of. Um, as for the rest, as for the rest, I do not know.
Well, is it important at this point? Back in our lands, we had gypsies like this. They would always come, drink, steal, and get off with our money. So I would suggest keep your belongings. Maybe they are not there anymore.
No, it's just, Madam Ava is a genuine seer. But yes, her gods with her gods being what they are, you might want to check yourself, make sure you have everything. But anyway, so about 10 minutes walk, you guys reach what looks to be you follow the river to the base of a canyon at a far end, which a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. There is a great stone bridge that spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet overhead.
But the bridge is intact, right?
Yes, the bridge is intact, but it is 1,000 feet above.
And that is the way we have to go.
Yes,
Well,
so
unless you can fly.
Unless you can climb or fly.
Can I check if the bridge is really sturdy, like we can go across?
No, it is a solid stone bridge. It is a solid stone bridge about 1,000 feet up. It does look slick, but it is safe to cross.
Okay.
The chasm's walls are very slippery, and sheer. Not a lot of foothold.
Can I check if there's anyone there to ambush us, maybe? Just in case?
On the bridge?
Sure. The bridge, you mean?
The
Around
bridge is 1,000 foot
around
high.
around the bridge, like here in the bushes,
Yeah,
or
he's saying this is 1,000 feet high.
yeah, but on the
Yeah.
other side, I mean.
How are you supposed to see 1,000 feet up?
Yeah,
Oh.
like we're beneath the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I suggest we go back to the crossroads.
Hey, again, I just wanted to show you this place. It is beautiful. It is one of the few places that's actually semi decent. But if we go back, we should be able to make it by nightfall, provided don't um
Encounter
we don't
anything
run
on the road?
into we don't encounter anything.
Lead the way.
So she goes back around. It is a very steep climb. A lot of twists and turns climbing up this hill. Eventually, about roughly about an hour's worth of travel. You guys are able to make it through. Uh, so so you follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain, ends be- ends before an arcing bridge of mold encrusted stone that spans a chasm. There are gargoyles cloaked in black moss that on the bridge, very worn looking from the weather. The waterfall that you guys saw earlier, it feeds a pool 1,000 feet below. Um, very vertigo inducing.
Mhm.
Uh,
Aki is just enjoying this view. It's still breathtaking.
Yeah, same.
mhm.
I am in the middle of the bridge.
Oh, not a fan of heights, are you, Astral?
No. I very much dislike them.
I just be on your lookout. The I've been to the gargoyles are they're just stone. Um, just be on your lookout. Another uh, yeah, what looks to be fog.
You're cutting out again.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. All right. So there's huge iron gates on the stonework. There's jutting up from the woods on both sides of the roads are huge stone buttresses that loom in the gray fog. There's huge iron gates that are open, that are hung on the stonework. There's dew. There's a dew upon if you touch the bars. There's a cold, very cold and there are two headless statues of armed guardians that flank the group. Their heads lying among the weeds at your. They only greet you with.
Are the gates open?
Yeah, the gates are open.
Interesting. I suppose you guys saw one of these when you got here.
No, for that one I got rid of. Anyway, hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
God.
That way is towards your lover, Devlin.
Ha! Very funny.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Stupid. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. So. Alright. Alright. So yes, the gates are indeed open. So revealing that this is the exiting the land. And looking behind you, there is another path that seems to lead straight into the castle of Barovia. Straight into the Raven Loft.
I want to visit your lover sometime.
Just stay. Yes, I would highly advise against it. At least until you are better prepared.
Yes, we need to gather presents for him first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving forward. Arena, realizing that she has not moved since the bridge, moves at ridiculously fast speeds to meet you guys. And before long, Arena, what's your or all of you make me a perception check.
Oof.
Ooh,
Wow.
Nice.
nice. Okay, Eric and Astral, you see about whenever you guys reach about here, you see about half a mile away what looks to be a very rickety old windmill.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Look, there's your windmill. Do you still have the deed?
What?
So,
Oh yeah, don't we have a deed for a wingmail? I feel like we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
Okay, go on
Is it?
your ownership
so
of the windmill.
okay, so yeah, so the old road transitions here from being a winding path through the mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a uh, a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. From above, like you guys are are really high up right now,
Mm-hmm.
so you guys can see all this.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
that is nice.
Yeah.
What's that in
And
the
so
middle
you
of
see,
it?
It's a boat.
It's Megalodon.
yeah. So you see the town right here, which Arena identifies as the town of Valakai, and over here is the
Hello.
lake, known as a Lake Zarovit.
Strahd's quite
Further,
the egomaniac.
But there is no wizard's tower on the lake, on this lake, right?
no, that was not that. From what you can see, no, there are no spires. There are no spires. So this is not the lake that she will refer. You think you could be wrong, but
It
there's
could be
no tower.
invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Will you plan to evict those three old nice ladies from that mill?
Is it the mill? The right mill? I mean, the mill is mentioned that it's on a precipice.
Yeah, no, but yeah, this is so. but this is the windmill.
This is the
Yeah, this is
correct
the windmill
windmill.
that-
Okay, let me just
Yeah, that's
mark
the
it
windmill.
out.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's in the heart of a branch. There's a branch in the road that leads west to a precipice, on top of which perched a dialectic stone windmill, an old looking stone windmill. Its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. Upon getting close to about right here, see that the dome itself it's it's a onion dome.
It's a funny looking windmill, but
Yeah, it's onion dome. It leans to one side, trying to
Tower of Pisa.
sky.
nice piece of land you got there.
Thank you.
You can see there are gray bricks, dirt windows on the decrepit wooden platform that encircles the window. Flimsy doorway leading to the buildings.
Do we have the time to go check the windmill, or should we just head straight to the village and then come back the next day?
What time is it right now?
Now, you guys have about it will if you guys hustle, you guys will make it just before.
I
So,
think
like,
we should go to Valaki
dilly,
first.
Okay.
any dilly dallying, any dilly dallying will allow it now.
Okay, then we should straight head to the village.
Mhm.
Head straight to the village.
Mhm.
Straight head to the village.
Okay.
Do you know Hart kicking these ladies out of their squatting area?
Well, I think it's more like we will go in and collect rent.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense to me.
Yes. Of one Strahd notebook.
How long have they been living there anyway?
Well, as far as I know, they've been there. So they've probably been there more than 5 years.
And they've been there since father.
Breaking up.
Father.
My all right, try that. All right, let me try disconnecting and reconnecting.
I think Irina said earlier too that they were there since she was born.
Yeah, but when
Yeah,
was she
Since
born?
father's
Better
birth.
now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
We better? Okay.
yeah.
I really gotta get down here to see what the heck's wrong with my Wi-Fi. But anyway, but they've lived at that house since my father took me in.
Hmm.
I'll admit my memory's a bit hazy beyond that, but they've lived there for at least 10 years.
Okay.
What's your renter's rate, Devlin? You could make a fortune.
No, I will probably just give them the deed if they've lived here for this long. They should have it.
That's very thoughtful of you.
In exchange for the journal. If they
Of
know
course.
if they know of it.
Of course.
Okay. All right. So
Otherwise they
you guys
they will be accused of trespassing. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not that evil. I'm not that bad of a person.
You're slightly
that bad
evil,
of a
you
that
say?
bad of a person. That bad of a person, you say, huh?
Huh.
You're just saying you're just neutral evil, not lawful evil.
What am I?
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so you guys. All right, so you guys reach it about right here. When all of a sudden the mist begins to thicken quite quickly, like
Uh-oh.
Let's run.
all at once. I need all of you guys to make me a perception check.
Man, my perception also just been garbage. Let's take the one nat 20. Jesus.
Well, at least we each rolled a net 20 on perception
I
checks
don't
so
want
far
nat
on the
20s
road.
on perception. Like, nat 20s on skill checks do not matter. I hate them.
All right, so Alcaeus, like since the fog is it's incredibly thick, but you see one one figure slowly moving towards us, very slowly moving towards you.
Is it humanoid?
It is humanoid, but you can see that there is something off about his gait, and through your 5 years of living here, you can see clearly through the fog, rotting flesh, rusted longsword, rusted armor. This is an undead creature.
Got trouble.
Prepare for a fight?
And as eventually he gets close enough to where everyone of it can see him as well.
Is he in front of us or behind us?
He is in front of he is
Okay.
in front of you guys.
Are there
Slowly,
any bushes?
slowly walking forward.
Are there any bushes around that I can hide in?
Highs or lows?
Lows. Because I'm rolling really low today.
You're also very low to the ground.
Yeah, I'm small.
Hey.
Yay, low!
there are bushes for days around here. I mean,
Okay.
it's right next to a lake, so. All right.
I'm gonna quickly hide inside the nearest one.
Okay. All right. So, what? Okay. So, 20. All right. 23. Nice. What are the rest of you? What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm standing beside Arena.
I will stand behind, like 10 feet behind both of them.
Okay.
So which direction is the skeleton coming?
He's basically between us and the town.
Like here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
Right.
I'm not one to shy from a battle, so that's me.
Okay. So.
Go in the front.
Okay. So whenever he reaches about 20 feet away, make a Devlin. You're prepared. Make me an Arcana.
Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 23.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So, okay. So you have so you recognize this creature is indeed undead. You thought at first it was a zombie, a zombie-like creature. You remember like reading about it, like
Well, that's exactly what out of character
pocket,
I was thinking.
Yeah.
their pocket, their pocketed flesh, but you see that looks a bit more put together, put together than others. Looking,
Like a patchwork.
you can see a very clear intelligence that you don't normally have. And with a sudden realization, realize are looking to be revenant.
Ooh.
Oof.
And based with your roll, you know that revenant.
Breaking up again,
Revenants
so I
are-
can't understand.
You know that revenants. Okay, there we go.
There, yeah.
Better now.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. I have to constantly change where I have my mic to or my phone to have it give it best access to my Wi-Fi to have the best signal. But and based on what you read about them, you know that revenants are a very powerful, are a more powerful type of undead. They're not vampire level strong, but you know that revenants are zombie-like beings that are put together solely for vengeance. Vengeance, and it could be anything. It could be vengeance against something that killed them. Vengeance, and that's what it primarily is. Like there's such a strong motive for vengeance, that their spirit actually lingers in the world and forces itself onto a corpse. In that where it will wander around, and attempt to kill off what caused it that vengeance, and that's the only way it can turn to rest.
Is it sentient enough that we can speak to it?
You guys are about to.
Okay.
Okay, so all right, so all right, so you have that knowledge, Devlin.
Okay.
No one else does.
But
They see this.
I can't tell them because I'm hiding and I don't want to make my spot known. Oh shit.
It'd also be a lot to tell in 6 seconds.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so and when it's about 20 feet, it walks slowly towards Sword and until it is about 20 feet away. It looks up.
Breaking up again.
Are you a friend or foe of Strahd?
Enemy of Strahd.
It is good that I am not the only one who opposes me. Are you noble? Are you powerful warriors? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Are you powerful warriors?
Voice?
Warriors.
We are warriors.
Yeah.
Powerful is a subjective term. Depends how you define powerful.
He kind of looks at all of you once over. His sword is still in hand, very rigid. Like at any moment, he's going to rush up and attack you.
What is he dressed like? Is he just common clothes?
He is no he is clad in a very tattered looking chainmail. Um, if you are indeed enemies of Strahd, there is a place away from here that I urge you to go. I wasn't always this. I was a powerful warrior.
I peek out from the bushes. Were you a paladin, perchance?
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry.
I'm very triggered right now.
I apologize.
I have no memory of my past life. All I know is that I oppose Strahd with all of my being. There is a place, however, that used to... That there is a place in order that I was a part of.
I knew it! I whisper to myself excitedly. Astral, you hearing this?
Shut up, let him finish.
There is a keep known as that is known as the August Keep. I call it the August Keep mainly because I can never figure out its proper pronunciation. He looks at you, monk. He said, "You've been here a couple of years. I assume you know what I'm talking about."
I know what you're talking about.
There's a man there named Vladimir Horngard. He was the leader of my order. The Order of the Silver Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I would love nothing more than to march up to that castle and strangle Strahd with his own damn intestines.
Kinky.
Believe me, I have had a long time to do this. But I am forbidden from going up to that castle until Horngard wishes it so. Perhaps you can go and persuade him, knock some sense into him. I care not why.
Can I ask you something that might sound a little strange? Well, stranger than what I've usually asked of you.
Continue.
Does this Horngard, the keep, I mean, is it in a dead dragon's lair, perhaps?
Our true leader was indeed a silver dragon.
Oh.
Oh.
He was a noble beast until he was struck down with Strahd's dark magic.
I am sorry for your loss, then.
And there's no, if there's anything, if there's anything I hate as much as Strahd,
Well, we have business in Argenvost.
I
Not
have
only
one question. When we do go there, as I think we are planning to, is there anything we can say or show them to show your leader that we come with good intentions?
I do not. I am. I am a bit more sound of mind than my brothers, but their hatred, as much as I admire it, it has taken them completely. So much so that they attack anyone who is not amongst them on sight. They've lost their way. They've become mine.
Then should we meet you there? So that you'll be with us?
They attack even me.
Oh.
And I can't. And as much as they attack me, I am bound to them as much as they are bound to the rest of the order. So I make do with killing Strahd.
well, there is that treasure. That is probably in Argenvost and an ally.
Well, best I can. If you truly wish to go, if your intentions are to go there, I advise caution.
That's what people keep telling
I might
us.
be
that sounds
I'm
very
the only,
familiar.
not wrong. Just be on guard. Watch for yourself. Hopefully, you will be able to put Strahd's head pike. And with that, he marches forward. And
Have a good
and
evening.
Can you please take her with you?
and with that last guttural growl, he walks forward, and with the fog disappearing with it.
Well, we found the ally. That's good news.
I don't think he's the ally.
I know, but he mentioned that this horn guard person that was the leader. So maybe he's the leader, or maybe the silver dragon is the ally.
Maybe. Either way, we know that Argenvost is a place holding two useful things that Madame Ava has told us.
Which ones are they holding?
They have a treasure,
No,
Okay.
that's the mill.
and they have the ally.
The mill holds the treasure, and the lair holds the
A
ally.
fallen paladin of a fallen order lingers like a ghost. Just the ally.
In that
And-
dragon lair.
There's a fallen house with a stone dragon.
Yeah,
Oh,
Up
but
to
is
the
that
highest peak.
is that the same place?
Well, you mentioned dragon.
well, there's a stone dragon and there's a silver dragon. There's a difference.
There is no stone dragon. He means a statue.
Oh, and is there such a statue at this keep?
I assume paladins would honor their god if their god is the dragon.
You've never been there, Alcius. You wouldn't.
Yeah, but there's no stone dragons in lore.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
see when we get there.
I'm basing this on D&D lore. There's no stone dragons.
Yeah. We understand.
Oh well, okay. That's what you mean. Okay.
We'll see when we get there. Let's hope they're in the same place then.
Well, wasn't it in the highest peak? I would assume that the
Maybe a
the highest
tower?
peak is known in these lands.
Irina,
Well,
which is the highest peak in Barovia?
There are several of them.
But which one is the highest of them all?
There's Mount Solinka, and she points to the southeast. No, southwest. I apologize. She points to the southwest, revealing this mountain right here. And yet again, the connection to my server has been interrupted. Give me 1 second.
Oh,
Also, can you guys see the yellow text well, or should I change the color to be more visible? I don't know which one I should. Probably red. Yeah, I'm gonna do the red to see if it's any better.
All right.
No, worse.
All right. Take 2. Okay, so, well, there are two of them that I know of. There's Mount Solinka, and she points to a southwestern direction. Points to this peak down here, this peak over here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see.
You guys can see it?
No.
yeah.
Uh,
let's see.
South.
Yeah.
Which one? This one?
like I revealed it. I revealed it on the Fog of War temporarily, so you guys can see it.
I don't.
This right
Oh,
here.
okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
All right, and then to the south of us, there's Mount Gakis, which is this mountain right here.
Okay.
So we can just ask some locals when we're in the city. Let's move on.
Okay.
There's also Mount Baratok.
Yeah,
It's
let's.
like somewhere over there. We're surrounded by mountains. This is all just a guess, I think.
Yeah, but that one's rather far away. There's potential.
Either way, when we get to Argynvost, I will try and look around the towers.
Okay. Now let's quickly go to the village before nightfall.
Okay. All right. So y'all move quickly. Roll me highs or lows.
Highs.
All right. Unfortunately, your delay with the Revenant has caused you to. It is now. Has caused the what remaining light has set. It is now near. It is now very much dark out.
The guards will not let us in after
I
nightfall.
All
After
right. So
I pull out the
okay, and then
bull's. No, I can't because I don't have oil for bullseye lantern. Never mind.
I blame Dublin. Too many questions.
okay. So
I have
all
some
right.
oil.
So okay. So
They were relevant.
okay.
were
So
relevant
all
this
right. Okay. So the old road eventually meanders into a valley watched over by dark brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by wooden palisade. There is thick fog that is pressing up against this wall. Um, the dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
hmm
And the wall itself looks to be about 15 feet high, and it is pretty much vertical logs held together with thick rope and mortar. Each log has been sharpened to a point. All right, and then so before
Looking
long,
forward for some wolf's meat in town.
I can't I can't agree with you, but it's nightfall. All right, so eventually, you guys reach in, um, and you see two gate guards just inside the gate. Both of them are carrying. At the side of the five of you approaching, the old girl said, "Halt! Halt! Oi! Oi! Who goes there?"
Well,
Master,
someone
Cat
out.
got your cat got your tongue. I said, "Who goes there?"
We go there. Come on, someone with social skills. Talk.
I have no social skills.
Hello. We are travelers that wish to enter the town for the night. As you are all too well aware, it's not very pleasant out there. May we come in?
How do we know? How do we know we're not one of? How do we know you're not one of those night walkers?
I gently push Irina in front of us.
Hey, listen, his kid has no place to stay. Have you no heart?
I pointed to Dublin and Eric.
Wait, what?
I said,
Hey, listen, this man's kid has no place to stay for the night. Have you no heart?
And you point to Devlin.
yeah.
She's short, but you
Like
can you can be.
I point at Eric and I point at Devlin.
Yeah, like we're
So
parallel.
like it's like a complete
I mean,
contrast.
you're 4 feet tall. Like you could be probably mistaken for like a teenager, but not like like an old like a 18-year-old. But not so much like a young kid.
Well, I am
Can you see the
28,
begin here?
so I age nicely. But I pushed Irina in front of us. Maybe they would recognize her. That's why I did it.
Well, technically speaking, you're like 78.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're escorting Irina here. She's the sister of Ismark, what was the village's name?
Burgermeister.
The Burgermeister.
The village of Barovia.
Yeah, from the
that's
village of Barovia. She's his sister. We're escorting her to safety.
Yeah, and I'm Strahd's twin cousin. Be off with you.
Strahd's twin is his cousin.
He has a twin that has a cousin. Wow.
Oh,
Sarcastic.
I just facepalm myself.
So, will you let us in? I'm gonna...
Are you deaf and stupid? No, you could be nightwalkers. Get out of here.
So then check us out if we're nightwalkers. Don't you have a way to tell the
Oh,
difference?
it did. What? And use your vampire magic on us? I think not.
I take my silver sword in my hand and I touch it to my palm, the other palm, and move it away so that they can see that I am not damaged. My skin has no damage from the silver.
So see that proves you're not a werewolf. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're not a vampire.
So what do you want us to do? Eat garlic? That's a thing?
If you are still here in the morning, we'll let you in. But until then, out of here.
Can we at least lean against the village walls?
All right, so Arena. All right, Arena. Having enough of this.
Sure, you're
I-
insane.
I am Arena Kolania of the village of Barovia, daughter to the Burgermeister. Please, let us in. Whereas she is going to attempt a.
Reservation roll.
She is going to a
Persuasion.
persuasion.
Should I show them the Big Mac? Maybe they'll let us in.
Shouldn't Irina as an insignia? Doesn't she own
Oh
one?
no!
All right, a couple of them, the guards at the gate chuckle at this, and the female guard and says, "Yeah, and I'm Strahd's mistress, and I'm
You too?
Strahd's mistress.
You too?
You too?
No.
I mean,
Off with you."
How high are these walls?
They are
15.
15 feet high.
Are there like places where there's no guards on the wall?
Can find out after a small
Yep.
scroll.
There are two guards in front of you. Make me a perception check.
Thirteen.
You can see that there are a couple of guards standing on the wall. They look to have like some sort of platform behind the wall. There are guards standing on.
Like all the sections of the wall, or like just
Yeah.
the ones in front of us.
Yeah, like okay, I'll go ahead and pull up a map of the town so you guys can see. That's
can I inside check them what it would take for them to let us in?
Mm.
How we should prove that we're not vampires? Hello?
roll me an insight check.
No, sorry, I hit investigation.
I am not seeing it. My computer is frozen again.
I said
So
it's
14.
14.
So I think we're here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
like
are
trying to look like
you guys
any
on
sections
over
or
here? Yeah, you
yeah.
guys are over here.
Yeah, I'm trying to look if there's like any sections of this wall where there's no guards.
Give me 1 second. My computer. And I've lost internet. Pardon my language, but we're sorry about that, guys.
It's okay.
My internet has, as I said, my internet has been all over the place. I will. Can't really. All right, so I guess. All right, so it's mainly role play at this point. So I guess we can use use primarily voice now.
Mm.
All right, so okay. All right, so who? Okay, so what were the roles for investigation and perception?
Perception was 13, but my passive was 14. I don't know if you used it.
Okay. Okay, you can see. All right. Okay, with those roles, uh, let's see, Devlin,
I had
you
14 for
they're
insight.
okay, 14. So they're white with fear. Like they're afraid at this point. Like they're afraid that the monsters from the night are going to retaliate against their wolf killing or werewolf killing or whatever it was they killed. So they have their spears at the ready, shaking.
Okay, can I
It
slowly...
will require a great deal of persuasion in order for them to convince you to let them in.
Can I try this? I step forward slowly with my arms
Okay.
together, like, and I say, then bind me, and what's the word for put bandages around my mouth so that I don't use my voice.
Gag you.
Then gag me so that I don't use my voice or my hands or my feet so that I can't do anything. Would that make you feel better, safer?
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Uh, 10.
Well, I don't see why we just.
I would
keep
rather be
trying on.
bind and gagged in the village than left
Okay,
outside of it.
Okay, so what was your roll
10.
with advantage?
10.
Oh.
We can just go to
these orders. These orders come from the Burgermeister himself. No one in at nightfall.
And with my question earlier, did I see anything in between the walls?
Okay, so with your 13, I will say that it will be one. It is one guard every 250 feet of wall.
Okay.
So no.
So well, Alcius is kind of like wave goodbye to the guards, probably dragging Devlin. Come on,
Wait, can I...
guys. I have some sort of an idea.
Okay, in front of the village, are there any houses? Like we could stay in the houses? Because I see some.
No, it is.
Everything's inside the gates.
I don't have the map in front of me.
Because
Alright.
outside the gates, I can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hear me out first.
6.
I have some sort of an idea.
Let me try.
The walls are 15 feet high. Eric, what do you guys say to sneaking into the village?
I don't think that's a good idea because the guards are already very scared. They would probably, if they saw us, they wouldn't even believe us anymore. They wouldn't even let us in the village.
They would, because we'd be entering uninvited. We weren't vampires.
Well,
Okay.
that's assuming they recognize us every single time. Only
Okay,
these two
so
guys have seen us.
Well,
okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so we're good for now. Okay, so here's one guard. Here's another guard, and you see that there's another guard here, another guard here, and that's pretty much all you can see right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, like there, it's okay. So it's it's one guard like every 1,000 feet.
I'm just suggesting this. Instead of forcing ourselves towards the guards, they're getting irritated. Now that we've tried multiple times. Either we sleep outside or we sneak in.
So are there? I mean, I see some buildings over here. We could sleep in them. In them.
Oh no, those aren't buildings. Those are yeah, those are not buildings. Those are like old stone columns.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah, this town is completely enclosed. From what you can see.
Well, I would say we could either stay outside close to the gate, or we can travel to the windmill and try to stay there.
yeah. Okay.
It's
I have
not
the
so far
deed
away.
after all.
Well, keep in mind, we've already been traveling the whole time. We'll be
Yeah.
exhausted once we get there. That's assuming we don't get in a fight. I still feel like it is better to sneak into town. Maybe, uh, ask the local church for a safe place to stay tonight.
I agree with Alkius. Even if they do catch us sneaking in, I mean, like, mostly what they're going to do is just put us back out into the cold, which we'd be anyway. So we might as well risk it.
Or they might kill us.
That no that I that I'm not so sure about. Um, it's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years since I've been here, but I do know that the Burgermeister here um is is known for being a bit extreme with his punishment.
So you know the local laws.
He's not so much a tyrant, but he is a very big fan of order around here.
Okay, then I suggest we just stay here. Then stay here, and sleep here for the night outside the village gate, so that the guards have us inside.
Is that what you guys?
So they've seen me wearing these clothes, right? But they've not
Yes,
seen my
like
face.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go in one of the columns.
Okay.
Take out my traveler's coats, put them on, put the ninja stuff back into the backpack, and I'm gonna try and like you said, there's like no guards around these like between the 200 feet of wall.
Yeah.
So Alcaeus
Like
is
yeah.
gonna
Like
go there
okay.
and
Good luck.
see. Uh, we'll try and climb the wall.
Okay.
I do have a climbing speed of 25 feet if it's 50 feet.
Oh
If
yeah.
it's a 15 feet wall. But I will cast Pass Without a Trace on myself. Let's grab
So
a
okay. So all right.
another smoke bomb. Just,
All right.
Shadow art,
That,
pass without a trace.
Ninpong. Cause
okay.
that's
All right.
Ninpong. It's
So are you gonna? Okay.
ninja.
All right. First, roll me your stealth.
31.
31.
31.
31.
Nice.
31. Okay. Okay, so you do have your class, so you don't need to make a check. You're able to ninja. You're able to ninja your way over the gate. You are now.
Ninja parkour is way.
Yeah, you just parkour right over the wall.
And
It lasts.
while
The
doing
pass
this,
without trace lasts for an hour.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, Aki's is gonna make his way sneakily around town. Hopefully, he can find the church that he's looking for.
Let me get your token. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, he's very big. That's like Godzilla going into New
An invisible
York.
Godzilla.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like here around the bushes.
Okay. All right. So so you're trying to find church.
Mhm.
Make me a perception.
I mean, this town is large. I don't think I can even see a church from here.
Well, make me a perception check.
21.
Um, within within this part there, this side of the town, you do not see anything.
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna assume that churches tend to be people tend to flock on churches, so that it's probably gonna be on a main road. Alcaeus is gonna hug um like the houses over here as he's like walking around kind of in the
Okay,
shadows,
well
almost
you can move your character. So.
yeah, almost
All
like
right, what are the rest of you doing at this point?
I'm making up a camp site over here.
Okay, so
Oh.
so that would be about 15. That would be about like that. Okay, make me another.
Survival?
No, Alcius.
Okay.
Oh.
what?
Yeah, for you to see like what you said.
Okay, the church. Yeah,
Yeah, church. Yeah.
Mhm.
12.
Um, it is It is late. It is very late in the
Hmm.
evening. There it's a really is really would be kind of be like what it would really make no sense for the Church of the Morning Lord to have a prayer in the evening.
Hmm. Any other
So,
interesting buildings as I pass by?
all right. You do see over here this orange building. This orange building right looks to
Hmm.
be a tavern of some kind. Looking closer, at it is known as the Blue Water.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, I'm dressed in traveler's clothes. Akiz is like, if there's still people around, I'm probably like gonna come out of the
It's a no. It's like
Oh.
a lot less people.
hmm.
Or there's a lot less people around here, like than from like a normal town, but there's still like a heck of a lot more than the village of Barovia.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna come out of the alleyway, kind of like a normal random person,
Okay.
and
Okay.
walk towards this tavern confidently.
Okay. All right. So you
Just
reach the Blue Water Inn. There is gray smoke that's issuing chimney. A large two-story wooden building with a stone foundation, a sagging tile roof. There are several ravens all over this place. And there's a plankton wooden hanging above the main that depicts blue water.
yeah, I'm gonna go in if I see the bartender bartender or the whoever owns this tavern. I'm gonna ask if there's any room for the night.
All right. So you see behind the bar a man named really you don't know his name. He looks a very heavy, a very built-looking man. Um, thick beard, thick hair, like pretty much complete opposite of what you expect a in a cursed place like this. He looks to be healthy, well kept, um, and
Strange.
he knows how to handle.
Yeah, Alkius is gonna approach him and kind of changes his voice a little bit just to blend in with the environment. Uh,
All right, you're doing your you got your Bruce Wayne voice.
yeah. Greetings. Just a passing traveler looking for a place to stay. You have any
Uh,
room for the night?
we do. How long do you think you'll stay?
Well, at least a day or two.
All right. Just yourself?
Just myself. And
All right.
probably if you have some wolf meat, that'd be great as well.
Uh, of course, my friend. Well, we are reaching the end. We are reaching the end of our dinner rush, but we should have a couple of snacks.
Sweet. Just came in right on time.
Hey, uh, would you care? You care? You care for a drink of our sort of our red dragon wine, or would you rather
Oh, I'm a fan
the Gretel
actually.
grape mash?
I am a fan. I would
Aye,
like some.
never. Have you look familiar? Have I seen you around here before?
I do travel around. Probably seen me.
Well, but all right. So a bed for the night. Wolf, would you like the wine or no?
I would like the wine, please.
All right, that'll be two electrum pieces and one silver.
All right. Yeah, I'll give it to him. Do the conversion in a second.
Isn't like electrum piece like a half a platinum or something like that?
Uh, See, no, gold. It's gold and then platinum. Electrum's like in the middle
Oh,
with gold and.
okay.
Yep.
It's in the middle of golden. Okay. All right, so Alkias is having a dinner by himself.
Oh
What are
yeah,
the rest
he's
of what
just
the
like he's having the night of his life away from
so
Dublin.
what are the
That's what I was about to
what?
say. Having the time of his life without me.
It's like a parent away from their kids.
So it's like okay, so roughly about half an hour at this point. Okay. Stay here. I'll be right back. See if I can do something outside. Ninjutsu. um, but then if it's about half an hour later, and where is he? What are you guys doing?
I mean, it seemed like nobody wanted to join in on Alkeo, so you just
I
left.
mean, I kind of did, but then you
He
like
fucked off to the
disappeared
sunset.
into the mist.
I set up the campsite.
Okay, how far away?
In sight of the guards, probably around here.
Within their view.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
What? So that they can keep a watch on us. On me, at least. Not well.
All right.
They said we can stay outside.
Okay, all right, all right. I'm not judging. All right, so you take out your cloaks, um, or you take out your blankets, your bedrolls, and do you have a fire?
Mm.
Should we have a fire? I don't know.
I don't think
Well,
we need one if there's light coming from the guards. Is there? They probably have torches on the walls.
well, it doesn't matter if we have it or not at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
sleeping.
Okay.
And you can ask the guards to keep watch on us while we all sleep.
Exactly. So we don't have to.
I mean, at least probably one of us still should, but okay.
Well, it's gonna be funny.
But how do the guards react?
You're in the middle of the road.
Well, you know, like off to one side of it. But
Okay,
like,
that would be even funnier if you're in the middle of the road.
Yeah, true. Let me check.
Like rub it on them. Just like be there right in front of it.
just like 10 feet away.
Yeah, you're like 10 feet away, right in the middle of the road,
140.
just having a campfire.
Should I? So
One,
should I?
no, 100.
Or
it
just
is too
or
much.
just over here, like 70 feet away?
Yeah. 70 feet.
Just make sure they can see you. So that at least you got some
Yeah.
guards.
Change their mind 70 feet.
Change their mind 70 feet, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say we should just stay away from them 10 feet or so, not even 70 feet. It is outside. If they want to, if they want us to leave, they have to come out or use arrows.
This is a fun session. I mean, I'm supposed to be playing like this really smart, intelligent, wise detective, right? And then come out as stupid sometimes, like socially inept. Well, that's Sherlock all over, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm nailing it.
Just make a massive bonfire just outside the gates.
Yeah.
I wave to them as I fall asleep. Have a nice night. Good night. Good night. Oh my god, I love playing Devlin.
she's definitely very very Devlin. I'll just say that.
Pretty accurate on the name.
Yes, I think it is very fitting.
Cool. What if the guards like don't are dicks and then just like not actually watch over you guys?
That's why I was offering to take watch.
I mean,
But
imagine if like, oh, they're eating them. That's great. They're not gonna come at us.
Should we take the watch then? Just-
I mean, I'd probably at least stay up for a few hours anyway.
Oh man, this is gonna be a fun session next week, guys.
Yeah, indeed.
Like Valaki is the biggest town, so there's a lot of stuff to do here. How's your other games, guys? Aren't you who's playing the Mad Mage?
Definitely.
I am. We're
Yeah.
having lots of fun. Though we had to miss this week's session,
Mhm.
so we're still on session 2. We just started, but it's fun so far.
Mhm.
We killed
What
like
about you, Eric and Astro?
I don't have any current games at the moment. We just stopped with our other game.
Yeah, I don't have another one going on, but I'm gonna be starting to like DM on here for like a bunch of
cool.
younger kids, just like
nice.
my own homebrewed like type of thing.
Hmm.
So that's gonna be
Nice.
starting sometime next week.
Nice.
Well, if the outbreak is contained a little bit more, then we will go back with our